many great local businesses here in St. Thomas. Today we're likely going to learn about one you're not even aware of. It's called Graphenstone. They do some incredible environmentally friendly paint. We're going to go and chat with Dylan and learn all about their product and how it can keep our environment and our homes safe. Dylan.
Hey, Paul.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Fantastic, fantastic. We're here with Dylan. Dylan is the business development lead for Graphenstone. It's probably a business that not too many people here locally are familiar with. Start in, give us your pitch. What's this business all about?
Yeah, for sure. So it's sustainable, ecological products, all healthy for your home. So we got paint, specialty coatings, that type of thing. So yeah, let's take a look around.
Absolutely. So just give us an idea. Like, I mean, we're in the showroom right now. We're in just off Edward Street. So let us know, like, who's using this product, where is it being used, and
yeah, so we're the exclusive supplier for Doug Terry Homes. We were with Carwood Homes as well, and we have several other builders stretching from here all the way up into Montreal.
And then there's obviously, you know, we're here. You got into this business because there's something really unique about your product. So tell us about that. And you mentioned even environmental stuff right at the start.
Yeah, so I think that's the two neat points about our products are that they're environmentally friendly. They think of the full circle in terms of manufacturing. So even our buckets are recyclable, so that's very exciting. And then point two, and I think this is a big one given the last 2 years, it's a very healthy product, very breathable, no chemicals, no carcinogens, all natural, and it's a true zero VOC product, so no off-gassing.
Well, I want you to go into that a little bit, and you use the term VOC, but like for folks out there that might not know, what are we actually talking about there?
Yeah, so that stands for volatile organic compounds.
Okay.
So essentially, those are really bad for you. You don't want to breathe a lot of those in. So paints can off-gas from anywhere from 3 to 10 years. Ours have very trace amounts. It's engineered to European standards, as this is a product that's made in Spain. And for those that don't know, European standards are like light years ahead of where we are in North America in terms of what's allowed in that manufacturing process. So it's all limestone based with graphene nanotechnology. So limestone's a natural preservative. So it's a high pH level, so it's going to keep your walls clean. It's going to repel against algae, mold, all that type of stuff. And keep you very healthy, very breathable again. And because it's limestone based, it can actually absorb CO2 as well. So if you're interested in offsetting your carbon footprint, this is a great product for you. You know,
as you were chatting earlier, and this sounds like really state-of-the-art type of stuff, and you mentioned graphite. Again, we're getting into some high-tech stuff that we haven't been doing with some of our other businesses we're featuring. Tell us more about it and that technology and quite honestly how it works.
Right, so it's actually a very unique combination. So we've taken like the old world technology of limestone, everything used to be painted with limestone, and then we've added in graphene, which is a relatively new innovation in the world.
Okay.
It's one of the strongest molecular substances in the world right now. So it allows for the flexibility and the homogeneity of the product and the conductivity as well. So it's actually going to help with the thermal mass in your home. So it's very exciting when you combine the two. That's what gives the product its strength and its flexibility on the wall, because over time your house is going to shift, right? And you're going to have your walls that are going to move a little bit to a degree, but that's when it's going to give it that strength.
Okay, so it's actually like it's got structural elements to it, so it's not just your old grandfather's paint anymore.
No, exactly. It's very like new age combined with old age to create Graphenstone, if you will.
There we go. Nice plug there. Hey, I see this wall over here. We've got a lot of texture that's involved in that. I was hoping you could kind of just again explain how the product works or what we're even looking at in some of this case.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are our 8 mortar techniques. So we have mortars, Venetian stuccos, and paints. So with the mortars, you can see the thickness on the side here. It's about 2 to 4 millimeters in 2 coats. So we're seeing a lot of this with feature walls, fireplaces, that type of thing. So in terms of application, you literally just trowel it on. Once it's mixed, the color is mixed throughout too. I should mention that. That's actually a pretty key point. So, you know, if there's any scrapes or bumps, you know, as a kid, I always used to play like mini sticks in front of the fireplace, right? And things happen. So, you know, they take bumps. So if you do scrape it or something like that, because the color's tinted throughout, you can actually avoid that white specking that you'd see in traditional mortars. And again, it's all limestone based, so it's absorbing CO2, and it's a very healthy product. There's no off-gassing as well. So this is some of the different techniques you can get. This one's actually done with a wood paddle, if you can believe that.
Okay.
This one's done with a sponge. This one's troweled to be extra smooth. We have some that are done with horsehair brushes, that type of thing. So it's a very creative product. So whatever you want it to be, it can be.
Alrighty, we're standing in front of just this beautiful picnic table, and this looks like it might have been done in the product as well, so we can actually do furniture.
Yes, absolutely. So anything indoor like this, we have 4 different colors for our wood stain kit. It's a 3-step kit, and if you can actually believe this, this table was done by kids fresh out of high school. So in terms of how easy it is to apply, I mean, you can do it, you know, it's very workable.
And did you have a background in painting before you came into this job?
Absolutely not. No, I came from a completely different world, and if I can do it, then anyone can do it.
Well, you want to? We're going to put that claim to a test and see if I can actually do it, because I've got soft keyboard hands rather than doing the heavy lifting. But excited to have you show me in the back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alrighty, let's go check it out. Flipping it?
Yeah.
So we're in the back here at Graphenstone. You've pulled out a container of something that, and you can tell again, I'm not a handy guy. I want to start right in. What are we even looking at right here?
Yeah, so this is mortar. This is it's a super fine, if you will, finish. So it's called Medina. Again, very healthy for you, limestone based, the whole bit.
Okay.
So it spreads just like a mortar. So you're gonna take that trowel. Once you dip it in there, I've selected a nice.
You're not even gonna show me. You're just gonna, like, I'm right in.
Oh, I'm just right absolutely.
In. Now, do I want the spiky edge or do I want the flat?
I would
edge?
go with the flat.
Okay.
Flat to start. So you dip in, get a little bit of that.
Alrighty. And what would this be traditionally made of? That this in particular is an improvement. Like what would not be in this that would be in the other stuff?
So there'd be a lot more like chemicals. It'd be a lot more like concrete, that type of thing. You're gonna get more materials like that off-gas like crazy.
Okay.
So this is just developed with natural preservatives and everything. So if you keep it in that bucket and you seal it, it's good for probably about 12 to 18 months. And you can you add a little bit of water when you open it up, mix it up again, and it's good to go.
And do I have enough on there? Do I need to be scooping out some more here?
I would scoop out some more,
Okay.
Definitely. Don't
be stingy with it at the same time.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
Get your hands right in there.
Okay. Alrighty. And then this would be like, so we're imagining right now we're doing like a feature wall, maybe a fireplace, things like that. And I can't. Dylan's promised me I can't mess up. I don't believe that, but that's it. I'm just going
and
right
just
into
spread.
it. Well. And how thin do I want that?
So first coat, you're looking for about 2 millimeters. So it will stretch fairly far, and you just got to keep playing with it. Just keep dragging.
I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job, Dylan.
Oh no, you'll get there. It takes a little bit of time, but once you get a feel for it, there's no looking back.
Alrighty, and then you'd apply. This would be once you'd let it. Help me with some term. Cure, dry.
Cure, yes.
Cure. We're learning some things today.
He's picking it up.
Alrighty, so we're going to cure this, and then how long does that take to cure before we're doing second coat?
So generally speaking, you can come back. I mean, you can give it the touch, feel if it's still wet, but you would probably come back the next day.
Okay, so but like real quick, like we're not waiting a month before we're doing our second coat.
No, exactly. It's first coat, next day, second coat. This is of course after you've primed. You need a proper primer on the wall.
Okay.
So the primer, give that about 8 hours to dry. First coat, then next day is your second coat.
Okay.
And then for full dry time, it's about 4 days.
And how do you make it look pretty at the end? Like right now we've got this, and say this was the second coat, would I be adding a design in, or?
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of the creative element of it.
Okay.
So it depends what you want to do. So if you want to trowel it real smooth, you can actually make it look like a nice stacked stone effect if you wanted to. Or you can take like a stipple roller through it, and that'll create some texture to it. If you want to swirl it with a sponge, that creates some like a nice texture like that as well.
Okay.
So it's completely up to you.
And what about color choice?
Color choice, so that this product comes in 16 colors, and those are actually the colors of the earth. So they're all earth tones. They're meant to be warm and inviting, and they're actually handcrafted pigments. So it's the Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, which is the beauty of imperfection. So these pigments, because they're handcrafted, they're actually not uniform throughout.
Okay.
So it depends how the tint settles, right? And how you pull it across. You're gonna have spots that look darker, spots that look lighter. It's gonna create this kind of smoky look, a very natural stone, if you will.
But there's an intentionality behind that.
Exactly.
So the authenticity, kind of the organic, like artists and craftsmen or craftspeople making this happen.
So if you did two separate fireplaces in the same color, like, I mean, you're gonna say you use the same texture, yes, it will look similar in regards, but no spot is gonna look identical to another. You can't really control how the pigment sets.
Okay. And is the application of this product, again, compared to traditional stuff, is it similar? Is it more difficult? Is it easier?
Yeah, in terms of application, it's about the same.
Okay.
You just spread it with a trowel and then select your finishing tool. So I mean, if you've done anything like your own backsplash or like parging or any sort of concrete mix, anything like that, then you'll have no problem doing this. And for those of you that haven't, I should say that I had never touched the stuff before.
Okay,
and
there
I
we go. I think we
day.
might have a few out there that are maybe looking to do it themselves. But
Yep.
But again, you know, you're looking obviously to do some business development to home builders, to you know, obviously people that are doing their own work in-house themselves, painters, maybe some of the trades folks that are doing that. What would be, and I know we really leaned into that environmental message. I love that. But what's really the key thing that you want folks to know about your business and about this product in particular?
I think just the health aspects is the big one for me, and it's not even just like the end user or the occupant of the home, the tradespeople as well. Like I'm sure we've all painted something at some point in time, and you know how there's that strong smell, and sometimes you just got to step outside it because you get a little lightheaded. That does not happen with our products. There's no smell to it because again, there's no off-gassing or any harsh chemicals in there. I'm back here mixing up paint all day, and I leave feeling just fine. My head's literally in the buckets, so yeah. I mean, it's great, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of wins. Again, win for the environment, win for the home builders, win for the actual tradespeople doing the work, win for the environment and the climate and everything that we need to be doing as well. So thanks so much for welcoming me here today. Again, I know you're being far too generous in the quality of my work. I'm not sure I quite have a second career here yet. But yeah, if you're looking to make some transformational improvements, let's be honest, in terms of where you're living, potentially where you're working as well, come meet Dylan at Graphenstone here at Edward and Centennial in beautiful St. Thomas.